Here's 50 amazing facts to blow your mind, part 3. Apparently, cats can develop musical taste soon after they are born, and there is music made specially for cats. Now, this music doesn't only include human-made instruments, but also feeding noises, bird chirps, and purring. Honey is better at suppressing a cough than over-the-counter cough suppressants. The human body contains trillions of microorganisms. Bacteria outnumbers human cells 10 to 1. Phobophobia is the fear of having a phobia, with symptoms that include dizziness, sweating, and an increased heart rate. If you lick a USPS stamp, you ingest about 10% of a calorie. But here in Britain, if we lick stamps, we ingest 5.9 calories. An 8-week course of meditation will cause the amygdala, associated with fear, to shrink, and the prefrontal cortex, associated with decision making, to grow. Simply taking one step uses about 200 muscles in your body. Charles Dickens had a number of fake books printed for his library. The titles included Drowsy's Recollection of Nothing, Hanchard's Guide to Refreshing Sleep, and Bowwowden. In 1997, a 17-year-old sheep named Shrek in New Zealand ran away and hid in a cave for 7 years. When he was finally found, he had accumulated 60 pounds of wool. It cost 1.5 cents to make a penny. Back in 2018, the US Mint had made $46 million worth of them. Green tea contains catechins, which have been known to stabilize blood sugar levels and curb appetite. David B. Leake is an American soldier from the Korean War who was given the Medal of Honor after killing 5 people, 4 of them with his bare hands, while giving medical attention to his comrade who had been shot. Bananas are more effective at refreshing electrolytes than Gatorade is. Also, bananas have serotonin and dopamine, which cause you to feel happy. The in-tempo skyscraper in Spain has 47 floors, but no elevator. That's a lot of stairs. Apparently, sarcasm makes you more creative. I must be really creative then. The Neanderthal's brain was 10% bigger than ours, Homo sapien. However, they still were not as intellectual as us, because most of their brain's power was devoted to vision, whereas ours was more to do with reasoning and social interaction. The largest tigers in the world live in Siberia. In 2012, the Smithsonian officially recognized games as an art form, and had an exhibition to comprehensively examine the evolution of video games as an artistic medium. Bamboo can grow up to 35 inches in just one day. According to a study, Americans between the age of 18 and 34 spend 25.7 hours on Facebook, 7 hours on Instagram, 5.9 hours on Snapchat, 5.7 hours on Tumblr, and 3.5 hours on Twitter each month. According to historical record, it has only snowed once in Cuba on March 12th, 1857. Laughing might actually be the best medicine, because laughing reduces stress levels, burns calories, and boosts the immune system. Hitler was Time's Man of the Year in 1938. The designer of the Eiffel Tower built an apartment in the tower itself. Now, he didn't live there, but he used it to entertain the guests and distinguished scientists. There are 1.2 million species documented in existence today. However, scientists estimate that that number should actually be around 8.7 million species. Honey is the only food that does not go off or spoil. People are more likely to agree with a statement written in the font Baskerville than in any other font. China has about 1/2 of the world's pig population. Pablo Picasso had a revolver that fired blanks that he would use when anyone asked him what his work meant. The average person will spend a total of 3,680 hours or 153 days searching for lost items. Keys, cell phones, sunglasses, paperwork are among the top of the list. The longest recorded living creatures is an ocean quahog clam at 507 years old. Then there's the Greenland shark found at 392 years old, and then a bowhead whale that was found to be 211 years old. The first building to ever have more than 100 floors was the Empire State Building. There are approximately 6,500 spoken languages in the world. However, 2,000 of those only have 1,000 speakers or less. Scientists found that the most relaxing song ever was Weightless by Makoni Unicorn, which reduced anxiety by about 65% in the average test subject. Humans only make up 48% of web traffic. The other 52% is made up of bots, and I bet most of them are on YouTube because YouTube doesn't seem to give a shit. Ernest Wright's 1939 novel, Gatsby, does not contain the letter E, which is the most common letter in the English alphabet. The most visited city in the world is Bangkok, with 20 million people visiting in 2018. The next runners-up are London and Paris. A person who drives 10 miles to buy a lottery ticket is 3 times more likely to die than to win the lottery. In only 3% of all bird species does the male actually have a penis. In 2011, a woman paid $10,000 for a non-visible piece of art, which came from James Franco's Museum of Non-Visible Art. Toni Morrison was the first African-American woman to receive a Nobel Prize, and it was in recognition of her contributions towards literature and poetry. The Terracotta Army is a collection of 8,000 clay soldiers, chariots and horses that took 37 years to make. It was buried with the Emperor in 210 BC and is meant to protect him in the afterlife. There are over 1,000 adaptations of Shakespeare's work. In 2017, 19% of brides claimed that they met their spouse online. This industry now brings in $3 billion a year. There are 350 pyramids that were built by ancient rulers of the Kushite Kingdom, now known as Sudan. British artist Willard Wigan creates sculptures so small you need a microscope to see them. His work often sits on the head of a pin or in the eye of a needle. He got his start doing this when he was 5 years old, after trying to make a house for his aunts because he thought they needed somewhere to live. Situated on Sark Island in Guernsey, an island between France and England, is the world's smallest prison that can fit only 2 people in. Artist Ivan Albright was so meticulous that he often used a one-haired brush, and he would spend whole days working on 1 square inch of canvas. The only word that rhymes with purple is herple, which means to limp awkwardly. Limping is awkward. In 2013, a lost Egyptian city was found called Heraklion, which had been hidden underwater for 1,200 years. So that is your 50 amazing facts for today, and if you liked this video then click like, and if you didn't like it then click dislike twice, just to make sure. And then if you really liked me then click subscribe to see more content from me, and as always, I'll see you around next time with another video.